find this. And then we're gonna go over to here.
Adventure time! You're finally back. I didn't think you'd be gone for so long. Sorry if it was too much trouble.
That's okay. We did offer to help. So anyway, is Master Diluc back yet? We didn't see him at Falcon Coast.
Sorry, I'm not sure of Master's whereabouts either, but I did hear that he recently visited Angel's Chair. After dealing with this kind of trouble, Master is always careful to tie up all loose ends. It's become something of a routine. He should be back very soon. You needn't worry. In the meantime, please make yourself comfortable in the winery.
We won't.
After all that, we managed to completely miss him. Oh well. Let's just wait for him at the winery this time. By the way, Adeline, how come you're always standing here at the door lately? Usually you're busy indoors. Hopefully you haven't been standing there waiting for Master Diluc this whole time, 'cause that would be really tiring.
I kind of rude from him.
Oh, thanks for your concern. But I've actually been instructed by Master to meet with some special guests here. Certain guests may need reminding to stay away for the time being. Master hopes that under the present circumstances, these guests will keep an appropriate distance from the winery, so as not to make a difficult situation even more complicated.
Well, Paimon didn't understand any of that, but it sounds like a really important job.
That's very kind of you indeed, but you've already helped Master Diluc out a great deal. You can let me take care of these time-consuming chores.
Okay.
There is one small thing you could do for me, though. Please, take this letter and place it on the table to your right as you enter the door. There are a few archived letters on that table already. Just put this one at the very top of the pile.
Is this a letter for Master Diluc?
Yes, it's from one of his informants. Only those in Master's inner circle are permitted to handle it or serve as custodian.
Strange. Why are you giving it to me?
Ooh, that means we're part of Diluc's inner circle.
Of course. Master Diluc greatly values your friendship. Thanks again for the help. Off we go!
Whoa, there are so many letters here.
No, not really.
It looks like Diluc read them just before he left. He must have been in a hurry. Adeline asked us to put this one at the top of the pile, but how are we supposed to tell the order of the other ones? Guess we'll have to read them to get an idea of when they came in.
Paimon, stop being nosy.
Oh, that's true. In that case, let's just tidy them up a little.
You're here. You move fast.
What do you mean?
Woo! There he is!
What are you agonizing over?
Miss Adeline asked us to put these letters in a pile, and we can't tell which order they should go in. But, it's your personal mail, so it'd be rude for us to read them without your permission.
There's no need to be nervous. And I can see from the looks on your faces that they've grabbed your interest.
Honestly, not really.
These letters deal with events that are past and gone. I only held on to them in case any of the information they contain proves useful later down the line. I just dug them out to confirm a few details. I've been following some rather unique developments recently.
Oh?
You were involved in the events in question anyway. You can read them if you want to. It's not a bad thing to be curious.
Apparently you do.
Hey, that's a good point. Actually, you kind of smell like wild mountain fruit. Oh, did you go to those mountains where the Valberries come from?
Very perceptive. Yes, I did make a trip to the Stormbearer Mountains. I'll fill you in later.
Okay.
No fair! We still have some super important things to discuss with Diluc. Not to mention a whole bunch of questions. Alright, let's just sort these letters for him. Well, since he said he doesn't mind, why don't we read them as we go?
Yeah. Alice.
Huh. Paimon's not sure what this one's about.
Meh.
Shall we read another one?
Yep. We don't have a choice though.
Do you want to keep reading them, or have you got the gist now?
Sure.
Okay. Remember, we're trying to figure out when each letter was written.
In the past. That's all I know. Are you though?
Alright then, let's put the letters in the right order. If there's one thing we can take away from these, it's that Master Diluc has had a pretty difficult past. Not only was he misunderstood by the Knights of Favonius, but he's faced all kinds of other obstacles too. Sounds like it's tough being Captain Pyro. Always fighting alone because, for one reason or another, it wasn't convenient for the people around him to help out. Yeah, that's true. Plus, he's got us now. We can give him all the help he could ever want.
I'm not sure about that.
Oh, out of friendship, of course. Definitely not just for the grape juice. Wait, what?
Is there a problem?
Nope.
Master Diluc, you're wearing your old outfit again? And you've tied your hair back. You look so formal all of a sudden.
Old outfit? You've seen it before?
Leyline.
Yep, it was by that leyline anomaly. That was your past self, right?
Huh. I'm surprised it made such an impression.
Do you mind telling us about it? What happened back then? Why were you fighting there?
The same reason as ever. Just stopping another Abyss Order plot. They launched an offensive on several fronts at once. Unfortunately for them, they were still no match for me. We were fighting in an area on Falcon Coast, and everything was recorded by the unusually active ley lines. They must have become unstable again recently, causing them to let out all kinds of information from that time. Hence, for starters, you only need to deal with the monsters and the ley line deposit will stay dormant, as long as it isn't disturbed again.
Okay.
On the other hand, if I'd done nothing at all, the Knights of Favonius would have taken over straight away. Knowing how they work, they'd be sure to send a large contingent to guard the site.
Wouldn't that have been a good thing?
Depends. Most of the Knights are away on expeditions, so they don't have a lot of people to spare. If the ley line anomaly was just a diversion tactic, the Abyss Order could have been poised to attack somewhere else entirely, while the Knights were scrambling to send what limited forces they have to Falcon Coast. But anyway, I have no interest in talking to the Knights of Favonius. I prefer to get to the bottom of things myself, rather than waste time negotiating with them.
Understandable. They're kind of slow sometimes.
And it was easy enough for me to find out the Abyss Order's plans. Take a few Abyss Mages hostage, and they soon start talking. As for the Knights of Favonius, I've sent someone to enlist their cooperation where it's needed. It's their job to handle situations like this. They ought to be present when things come to a head. I don't like working closely with the Knights of Favonius because of our differences in philosophy, but that doesn't mean we can't watch each other's backs when it counts.
Okay.
Whoa. Seems like you have even more control over things now than you used to, Diluc.
The best way to deal with any threat is to utilize all the force at your disposal. Anyway, thank you for your help. Adeline brought me up to speed with everything. In return, I have a gift for your trouble.
Grape juice? The packaging is so fancy! It must be really expensive!
This is my personal favorite grape juice, made of the highest quality grapes. I happen to have an unopened batch, so I brought you a bottle to try.
Great.
I didn't know you were such fans of grape juice. Next time you want some, don't bother waiting for the discount. Just go down to the cellar and help yourselves.
Don't let Paimon into the cellar. She'll drink and maybe eat everything there in a matter of minutes.
It's on the house.
Woohoo! Paimon's gonna tell everyone we meet that we're VIPs at Dawn Winery! This one bottle must be worth at least, like, 50,000 mora! And he gave it to us for free! Thank you so much, Master Diluc!
If you're free tonight, you're welcome to stay for dinner. Adeline is already making it.
Okay.
There are, however, a few things I need to take care of before dinner time.
Battling.
Yes. Passiveness is not my style.
I can tell.
Though I had my suspicions at the start, everything I've come across so far in my investigation suggests that the Abyss Order was not behind this.
And what was?
Since this arose from natural causes, it's time to wrap things up.
So what should we do? Right! Sure! After all, he did just give us this amazing grape juice. Wait, no. What was it? After all, even when the odds of success are 9 to 1, you must never lower your guard.
Was that Grandma Pirate or something? What a weird accent this time.
Well said. In that case, let's get going.
Okie dokie, Captain Pyro. You can take it a little easier this time. Come on, let's go! This is the final battle. Then we can put all this trouble behind us.
Huh.
These letters cover a We're really gonna have to study all the... Which letter do you want to read next?
It's probably the Grandmaster of Arkham.
These letters We're really gonna... Which letter do you want to...
I already read this one.
These letters... We're really gonna... Which letter do you want...
Read it before.
These letters We're really gonna... Which letter do you...
Okay. Is this Jean? I don't know.
These letters We're really gonna... Which letter do you...
Oh. It's Albedo. The last one.
These letters... We're really gonna... Which letter do you...
What?
Hello, Master Kai. I mean, Captain Kaya. I don't believe we were expecting you. Has something urgent come up?
Oh, Adeland, don't be such a stranger. The Knights of Favonius have received word of another sighting of the Dark Knight hero. Now, the witness wasn't able to see where the suspect was headed. However, I just have a gut feeling that he's in the Dawn Winery area.
Really? really? What can I say, Captain Kaya? You and the Dark Knight hero have never been seen in the same place at the same time, and you often show up at the Dawn Winery, just like the Dark Knight hero. So, is it safe to say that you are the Dark Knight hero?
No.
Now that you mention it, it makes sense. I almost can't believe it. I am the legendary Dark Knight hero.
I'm sorry, Captain Kaya, but the Dawn Winery is having a fire safety inspection today. You'll have to come back another day.
Seriously, shouldn't you at least ask me to stay for dinner as a courtesy?
No.
Then again, I do have a pile of admin work waiting for me today. In that case, please pass a message on to Diluc for me. Tell him that the hazard zone has been established. The public shouldn't notice anything, and the enemy is unlikely to detect it right away.
Captain Kaya, your words are as profound and enigmatic as ever. I'm just a maid. None of that means anything to me. Master is currently out at a business meeting with his commercial partners. I don't know where they are exactly. I will pass your message on to him word for word when he gets back, but I can't guarantee that the meaning behind the words will be fully conveyed.
It will.
Oh, but these are code words he grew up using. If he doesn't understand them, then perhaps it was a wasted childhood. Oh, by the way, is there anything new at the winery? While I'm here, I'd like to pick up some choice wine to take home.
Captain Kaya, you are too funny. You know we don't do retail. Still, thank you so much for visiting.
Okay. Is one of those weekly quests.
Dawn, break forth! Flames, purge!
Done.
There. It's done. The ley line deposit will disappear before long.
All thanks to the power of teamwork. See? Even Captain Pyro needs his trusty sidekick sometimes. It can't be Master Diluc saving the day by himself every single time. Many hands make light work.
And too many make it a mess.
Sidekicks. It's been a long time since I last worked with others. It's not so bad. If the opportunity arises, let's team up again in the future.
This is gonna be quicker.
Off we go!
almost there.
Here we are! This is right in between both islands. There better be some treasure this time!
Adventure time! Adventure time!
Up we go.
Well, surprise, surprise! There's nothing here either except yet another shipwreck. Well, half a shipwreck anyway. Was there no treasure this whole time? Oh. But wait. Both times Mitaboru thought he was sensing treasure, it turned out to be shipwrecks. Does that mean this is his body? Huh. Not only did it break into 2 pieces, but the parts are also completely tattered. Hey, why don't we take a picture of the boat and show it to Mitaboru? Then he can confirm whether it's his body or not. We have the pictures! Come on, let's go back and show them to Mitaboru!
did it go? Did you find something? Let me guess. You found a huge...
No.
Oh, a huge load of nothing. Oh, I dropped the cannonball again, didn't I?
Same as last time. Just another shipwreck. Maybe they're parts of your body. We took pictures of them. Take a look.
Is this a painting? I didn't know you two could paint so well. Just look at the detail. Down to the smallest blade of grass. It's just like the real thing.
Not a painting. It's a picture.
We didn't paint this. We took it using a camera.
So, it was drawn by a machine through some high-speed mechanism.
So even the mighty pirate ship has never seen a camera before.
What are you trying to say? It's not like I haven't seen similar things before. It's just like the hell paintings in all of those legends.
What are you talking about?
But anyway, what's that thing in the middle of this picture?
That's the shipwreck we found. Take a look. Could it be your body?
Ha! Impossible! Where did this sorry ship come from? It's a total wreck! You may not know this, but I'm considered as the mightiest pirate ship of the Akodomiki fleet. My hull is made of the best wood found on Seirai Island.
Okay.
The edges of my frame boards were refined with folding saws so that the pieces fit together perfectly. Then they were joined together and reinforced with large rivets, making me indestructible. There's no way I could end up like this.
You could.
But your intuition led us to shipwrecks twice in a row.
It's probably because of the special bond between our boats that draws us to one another. Before they ran aground, these ships may well have been self-aware too. The remnants of their spirit is most likely what I sensed.
Unlikely.
Anyway, this can't be my body. My body's probably docked at a hidden port somewhere in these waters.
Denial.
You'll see. My side panels are painted with the finest lacquer. Arr, what a majestic sight I used to be. Once we find it, you'll realize how different I am from this shipwreck in your picture.
That sounds great. We should go for a cruise together sometime.
Arr, that's for sure.
We're not gonna find a fixed boat, I think.
I can't believe I sensed the wrong thing twice in a row. The lack of maintenance has really taken the wind out of my sails as far as my intuition goes. You have to apply cork once in a while if you want a long-lasting voyage. That goes for people, too.
What the heck is caulk? Is it the glue that holds all the parts of the ship together?
I don't know.
Ha ha! Paimon, you're a funny one, aren't you? No, but you're not that far off. Caulk is the stuff we use to fill the gaps between the planks to stop water from leaking into the ship. It's made of rubber or something. Every once in a while, you gotta caulk the gaps as part of the maintenance.
Okay.
Exactly. Which reminds me, I got some good rest when you two went on that little adventure. I'm sure I'll be able to sense where the real treasure is now.
I kinda doubt it.
Third time's the charm. Time to get serious. We'll definitely find something this time.
Paimon sure hopes so. Anything will do at this point.
What's wrong, Paimon? You don't sound like you believe me.
She doesn't.
Anyway, this time, I sense something in the southeast, on the sea surface. It doesn't feel like something very big, and that raises the chances of it being a small but valuable item. Ha ha ha!
Okay.
Come on, let's go.
After I finish this quest, maybe do one more.
Mitaboru felt like it should be somewhere around here. Could it be this reef? It looks kinda small. But let's go check it out anyway.
Surely you found something this time.
Shipwreck parts.
Have I finally convinced ye of this mighty pirate ship's razor-sharp treasure hunting senses?
All there was a bird's nest. So, yeah, technically there were a couple of eggs. But that was all.
Oh. Just the two, you say?
Really? So this is the valuable treasure you were talking about?
Well, he did have a crow's nest in the past, I guess.
Paimon, you may not be aware, but the mightier the pirate ship, the longer its voyage at sea, you see. Eventually, the only food available on board is dry fish.
You sure about that?
At times like this, a couple of bird eggs on a reef nearby can easily become the most valuable treasure to a crew.
Are you sure about that?
Mitaboru!
Okay, fine. But how the heck did I end up sensing eggs? How strange.
It wasn't the eggs.
I swear I sensed something.
But there's nothing else on the reef! Could it be these two planks? Seems like they were used as a shelter. Paimon wonders where they came from.
What? Is this been a war story and that's it?
What happened? What was that?
Yep.
I know where this plank comes from. Traveler, Paimon, what you saw just now was my own memory. It was my first time sailing on the sea after it was built. The crew used greased planks to create a slipway, then launched me into the water. The thing is, it's really hard to control the angle at which the bow launches onto the water. It could very well break if you're not careful, which is why most people choose to launch the ship sideways instead. These two planks, or should I say, these two side panels, they must have been the first parts of my body to make contact with the water.
Okay. How did it end up here?
Mitaboru, if your side panels are here, does that mean...
Maybe I crashed into the reef here and was shattered to pieces long ago. And maybe the sensation I had when I woke up wasn't some kind of treasure-hunting intuition after all, but me responding to my own body. There I was, making fun of that shipwreck, blissfully unaware that I was actually making fun of my own body. Ha ha! Ah, how embarrassing.
No. It's okay.
We don't know that for sure. Maybe your body is still in one piece. Yeah, these two planks are probably just, part of your family tree.
Not anymore.
Yup, could share the same roots. Even if it's not, there are loads of shipwrecks around here. These planks probably just belong to one of them.
But... thank you. Both of you.
Now we're in denial.
By the way, Mitaboru, what Wasn't there something about your name mentioned in that memory? Do you remember your name now?
Oh, it's a pity. But I'm afraid I didn't see much more than you did. I still can't recall my name.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh, it's not too bad. You and the Traveler can keep calling me Mitoboru. It's a good name.
Of course it is! Paimon picked it after all. So, Mitaboru, is there anywhere else you want to go?
Although I can sense 2 more places, I fear it will be the same situation as before. No treasures, only some driftwood.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Arr, but I swore there'd be treasure in this deal for you.
Hey, it's okay, Mitaboru. We're friends now.
Well, in that case, whether it's treasure or not, let's hope you two can find something rather than nothing there. Ha ha! Good! Let's go to the closer location first.
Sure. Where is it? Merchant teleport. Why is that an option? That's so creepy. At least try. It's a multiplayer thing. Well, we need to meet a burrow quest, I guess.
Let's start by taking a look along the coast.
Even better than I imagined. It's my lucky day.
Yep, this is the place. The location I sensed is around here. I wonder what you'll find this time. Well, I'll leave it to you.
Let's start by taking a look along the coast. Sure enough, no treasure here. Paimon knows that. Paimon just can't help feeling a little disappointed, that's all. There's a wooden sword here. It looks like a children's toy. Hey!
The thing I sensed. Could it be this wooden sword?
Surely it couldn't be a wooden sword.
What if it's... Is this just a kid's memory, maybe?
Whoa! That lightning was really powerful. What's this memory about? Paimon can still feel her head spinning.
Shiver me timbers! I remember now. The sea battle between Akodomiki and the Shogunate. And then the lightning that came at the end of the battle. Oh, what could it have been?
Maybe?
Will blow me down. Just a fraction of the Thunderbird's wrath, and yet still so powerful. Wait, but the lightning came from Seirai Island. Traveler, have you been there? Do you know what happened to the island after that?
Kind of.
No. I can't believe it. It was a truly terrible thunderstorm, it was. I don't have the words to describe the horror of it. We stood up against the Shogunate precisely because we did not want our homeland to be ruled by them. We wanted to protect the people of Seirai Island.
Well, it didn't really turn out great.
We made an enemy of the Shogunate for the sake of Seirai Island. And in the end... Oh, Shrine Maiden, why? Wait, so that thunderstorm was the reason I drifted here. I was terribly injured in that storm. My whole body was falling apart. It took all my strength to get here.
Aw, Mitaboru. But what about the wooden sword? What does this have to do with it?
A memento of some sort, maybe?
This wooden sword is made from my broken timber.
Wait, what?
Zaimon once seized a sword-wielding Magu with his barbed spear. The Magu drifted here with us. The wooden sword was probably crafted by local children, imitating the Magu's sword. The body of the mighty pirate ship that once fought against the Shogunate, now reduced to a children's toy of all things. Arr, my mind is awash with strange and complex feelings.
So, Mitaboru, should we take this with us? After all, it is a part of you.
No, there's no point taking this now. Young scallywags. The little landlubbers got me this time. Although it's disappointing now that I remember the truth, somehow I feel relieved too. At least I know what happened. I won't be deceiving myself with my wishful thinking any longer.
Okay.
The only thing I'm worried about now is my old mateys who drifted here with me. I wish I could know how they're doing.
Fish food.
Aye, let's hope so. Okay, there's one last place. I can feel it. It's the last piece of my body.
Over here somewhere.
Is the last place somewhere around here?
Aye, most surely. The precise location seems to be in that house on the beach. Wait. Why a house? Don't tell me some landlubbers turned me into furniture.
Probably might have.
There are a lot of wooden planks on this conch house, but they don't look like what we're after. Oh, could Could it be the one on the stone? What is it, though? A board nailed onto two wooden strips? With a wooden mallet next to it?
Musical instrument.
This is a musical instrument? Can it really make a decent sound?
I think so.
Why don't we try it out first before giving it to Mitaboru? Paimon's pretty sure this instrument hasn't been repaired in a long time. Well, this must be the last fragment of Mitaboru's body. Come on, let's go tell him.
Adventure time.
You're back. How did it go? Did you find anything? This is indeed my last piece. But what the festering fishbait have they turned me into this time?
An instrument.
We think it's a musical instrument, but it hasn't been fixed for a while, so you can't really play anything with it.
Is that so? Ah, a pity to be sure. Musical instrument. I never imagined that my broken body could be used to play music.
It's not that far of a stretch.
It makes me think of my old mates. They used to sing when the mood took them. They'd sit by the beach facing the campfire. Hey, what kind of sound does this instrument make? Why don't you give it a try?
It hasn't been caulked for a long time, so it might not sound as good as you're hoping.
It doesn't matter. Satisfy my curiosity. Just strike it and see what happens. Arr.
So, they found a way back.
Aye, but since I was so badly damaged, it was the most I could do to bring them here. There was no way I could go back with them. Ah, it gladdens me heart to know that they are safe. But even though I said goodbye to them, I still can't help thinking, what if I could have gone back with them? Oh, how I wish we had returned together. With them, I would have been willing to go anywhere, no matter how dangerous.
But you were kind of torn apart, so not a good idea.
There are so many grand adventures for us to go on. So many treasures out there in the world, waiting for us to discover them. Why did I have to be left here, abandoned like this? I could do nothing but watch them leave and embark on a new journey without me. I still feel the sadness now that I remember it, even after all this time. Laugh when you feel like crying, and press on when you feel like giving up. That's how you survive out on the ocean.
Okay.
Anyway, thank you for helping me remember all of this. Thank you kindly. I'm afraid, though, that they seem to have taken most of the treasure with them when they left.
Yeah, in a way, all the things you sensed really were invaluable treasures. To you, at least.
Aye, it's true. 'Tis a shame I can't repay your kindness. As a ship, there's only so much I can do. But, in the future, if I ever need your help again...
We'll be here for you whenever you need us, Mitaboru. Right?
Okay.
Fantastic! Thank you both. And if you ever voyage in these seas again, I will be your trusty companion.
Okay, that's dealt with. What is here? for today at least. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you some more time.